Like there's fundamentals to the game modes. They kind of change depending on the game. But shit, I've been playing fundamentally since fucking Black Ops 1 playing with Ray. That shit taught me CTF. And I took everything that he said and then just used it to my advantage and fucking evolved it. Whether I changed some things, but you learn like certain fundamentals. Like you'll notice it. Like I'm telling you, if you think about this shit and then watch next year, like,
Yeah, you could do
or
that
even in
from
this
bootleg
game
too.
don't
You
count
can
though.
literally
But
just throw a
like,
frag over the building.
Oh yeah.
but like
Bootleg's
next year, like
literally
watching
bomb.
CTF, how many teams don't rotate, or you'll see a guy spawn up and he'll just throw his life away, or in CTF, watch how many new players or people who are supposedly good. The good ones, they're gonna be rotating back in CTF. The people who they're just not there, or they're not smart, or I don't know what the fuck you classify them as, they're not gonna do it. You got the people OE, and that's why jetpacks is a pain in the ass, because people don't fucking think, just spawn up and run forward. But it's not saying that that's wrong, because there's certain situations where you have to. This game is just like this game. I mean, they're in your base, you fucking OE dome, and you hope to kill them. But that's basically every CTF you played in Infinite Warfare, Advanced Warfare. Wait, did we play CTF? No, we didn't play it. I mean, did I ever think of retiring? No. Uh, I don't know. For a point of time, though, I think the biggest thing for me, like when COD got a little bit bigger, and then just going from being like the all-star on a team to whatever I am now, I think that was the biggest change. And just like, I had to stop listening to people, like basically the fans. I just had to like learn to, I don't know, just zone them out. Like, people are gonna look at you, they're gonna think you're ass, and I basically just accepted that, because on this team, I know if I win, I'm probably not always gonna be doing the best. I've just accepted that. But I'd say I don't know, there was definitely a point in time, and not really an IW, more like AW, Black Ops 3-ish, where I don't know. I don't think I ever questioned my ability, but I think the fans kind of made me question my ability. But it's just hard because, like, I feel like when we're playing wrong, it really fucks me up.
CTF bootleg, we haven't played that yet either.
I think they switched first map, which was Terminal.
Uh,
Actually, wait, let me see. Grand
They played
Final.
Terminal CTF.
It was hard hat S&D, but wait, the fuck?
yeah, I know they
Oh,
changed
yeah, it was
some.
Terminal S&D, yeah, first map, and they just changed it. Terminal's 100% 3P map.
Yeah, dude, we need to
You can
tell
just
whoever
hop
we're
right,
playing we're
dude.
fucking not playing 3P, dude.
But you can't move on that map.
Nobody should be doing that. That's embarrassing.
Bro, you could like sit like SE stab, just 3P burger. 3P just
I
is
mean, dude, we
stupid.
never ever talked about
Nobody should be
splitting.
doing that.
I don't think ever once. I think there may have been a period of time where we were just like no one ever thought of splitting, but we were all just thinking like, it was more just like, what the fuck's going on, really? The only time I ever think that, like, is like I said. Another time that we're probably thinking what the fuck's going on is if we're not playing the game right. You know what I mean? There's really no other reason you would ever I think we should ever think like what the fuck's going on. You know what I mean? And if it happens, it like legit, it's like I said, the only cause to that, in my opinion, would be because we're just not doing something right. But I mean, nobody ever said like, "Hey, I'm leaving," or "Hey, we should make a change." Like, it never came up, and I don't think it will. Because no matter what, dude, as long as we get on and like the big thing, like believe it or not, whether you guys think that, oh, you guys scrimmed 8 series for like 4 years, like why'd you stop now? But like, you don't understand how good the practice was when we were off stream. Because no one's gonna go and try getting a 3-piece or try getting a 4-piece. You're literally playing to be the best and improve. That's all it was. Like we legit would get on some days and be like, all right, we know we're good at this, but we're shit at the bridge hill, for example, on throwback. And for a while we were pretty fucking bad. We pretty much got on every day and we're like, hey, we're getting good at this hill. And if we lost it, we'd be like, okay, we need to fix this. We're just not doing this much or this right. We got on the next day and we fucking worked on it again. We didn't care if we lost the map. But if we're streaming it, it'd be like, Optic just lost like 8 maps in a row. And to be honest, there were probably some days where like we maybe won like 1 or 2 maps before champs. But we didn't care because it was all about us getting better on certain things. We knew we were good at a lot of things. Like we sucked at the bridge hill and then we got good at it, and then the next thing we got good at the fucking baseball hill. We got good at breaking it. We got like we literally would give people spawns. Let them fucking have spawns just so we could break it. Just so we could make sure that we were going through it. And if we got to that situation, we knew exactly what to do. We were watching shit back. I was recording. Ian was recording. And we'd go, after we'd scrim, me and Ian would sit there and talk. We'd be like, hey, notice you were doing this, notice you were doing this, or you were doing this and that's really good, keep doing that. Or like, hey, Matt, you need to be like sitting still more, basically. Or like, Seth, you need to be more aggressive, just more reckless because you got the gun skill. So, don't always just wait, just go. And all that shit we really couldn't do because people take scrims so wrong. They think about it in such a bad way. That's why I never had map count whenever I did. Like, that shit's retarded. Yeah, let's play to win the map, but let's not play to practice. Is that practice winning the map? I mean, I guess it is, but is that good practice? No. Because you're basically just going through the motions. Yeah, a lot of people don't do it. I mean, you can tell. Like I said, it's just it's like all experience, man. It's all experience. Like how many teams you see throwing smoke grenades at champs? You seen ghosts? I threw smoke grenades for like last 3 events. And how many teams did I see do it? None. Literally like none. No good teams. It was in such a good way. I'd run smokes over nades or tacticals. Run it in search. Got to a point where I was like, fuck it, dude. I'm going to run it in hardpoint. Because people don't know what to do. But we practiced with it. And imagine you don't practice and you see a fucking smoke under the bridge on throwback. What do? You're playing S&D. You see a smoke under the bottom. You're like, oh shit, I've never seen this before. Are they planning? And then you just hit middle or something, flank them, shoot them all in the back. There's just so many things we practice to like make sure we literally had every sort of scenario covered. You go back and watch champs when we played LG, or it was season 2. Because now the game's over, so it doesn't really matter what I say. But we watched probably like 5 times LG played throwback S&D, right? And we noticed in all 5 times, on our defense, if we hit middle and none of them were there, we knew exactly where all 4 of them were. We knew we could hit underpass and look right to the left corner, right underpass, and Nada would sit there. That's the only thing he did. And when he didn't do that, he just couldn't get any kills. And it was like one of the first or second rounds. We felt him out a bit, Then a little late into the game or midway through the game when we had some momentum, we're like, all right, guys, We're going to go do the strat, and he's going to be sitting in the corner. Seth turned the corner. What do you know? He's sitting in the corner. Got a free kill, and, like, there are even other events, like, midway through the game. Like, I remember playing FaZe when Clay was on the team on Crusher. I was like, listen, guys. I think it was ESWC. I would go back, and every night and every morning, I literally watched the S&D maps of the teams we were going to play the next day, or the team we were about to play. I'd watch before bed, I'd wake up and I'd watch it and make sure I fucking remembered it. I literally remembered every strat that FaZe did on Crusher. And it got to a point, I think we're up like 4-0 or something. I was like, guys, that's all their strats. They have nothing else. And they really had nothing else. And you could tell the way they were playing. Yep, exactly, meat. Exactly. And you see it in like Ian's gameplay too. There are a lot of times people are like, oh, all Crim does is this, all Crim does is this. And then next time we play them, they don't know what he's doing because they just assume. I don't know. I'm so happy with how tactically well we played the game at the end of IW. It was so good. It was so fun to play, and it was probably great to watch. We got to a point where 50 seconds, we're all running fucking around cave on Scorch. But then we hit them with the first rotation. We 3 go there or 4 go there. Then next time, like for Envy, for example, we knew when we scrimmed them. We knew when we scrimmed them a lot, they would like double, triple stack cave side. Nah, maybe double, something like that. Or it was LG. I don't remember who. But when we got the chance, we're like, listen, remember what they do. We know that when we scrim them, they'll like pre-stack it. So they weren't playing it right. They were, you could what is it called? Like you could it's not like we were predicting. They were forcing something when they didn't know. Like they just guessed basically. And we knew they did it. Then we just 4-hit front. Is it a good idea? It's not a good idea. But if you study people and know what they do, it's a fucking good idea. And it worked in so many situations. Then you like, what, United, for example. I mean, if you didn't pick up on it, they hit the front door barn on throwback every time. They 4-hit elbow every time. Like, and it was just, I don't know. I felt like everyone actually took the time to see what every team were doing. And like, I didn't even mind. Like, I would just be like, guys, like, I don't even care if you watch. I'll watch it and I'll literally tell you everything I see. And I'll relay it. Like, I don't care. It's just as long as you remember. Like season 2 playoffs, I literally had a fucking notepad. Yeah, I'm gonna grab this. You're gonna fucking laugh if I have this. You're gonna fucking laugh. So, what I was gonna say is, there was a series we played, and something happened where, like, we told Matt exactly what the team was doing, right? That we played. We told Matt exactly what this team was doing. We got into the game, and because he didn't see it, he didn't know what they were doing. Like, he knew what we told them, but he didn't know. All right, so I think it's before finals or semifinals. I literally got out. Okay. And look at this. It's kind of like a fucking football playbook, all right? All right. I don't know if you understand that, but let me look at this. Let me look at this. I'm gonna think of what this was.
Dude, pound hose
First.
is another thing, dude.
So on it,
it's
on it,
insane.
on it. If you read,
But lost
I
because they
got,
didn't play right.
Yep.
I got like good, bad,
He
bad,
had so many like 2 pieces on that dome that
Oh,
were just
he's got
ridiculous.
something like that.
pieces were like,
Yeah, it was so sick.
But I literally like drew just
Couldn't
little
even get one of those 'cause
diagrams.
he was
I was like,
screwed.
bro, if we go into this map, we have to fucking do this or we're gonna lose. And like this right here, right? Okay, this right here, I'm pretty sure this map's scorch. So I was saying, 2 people when we rotate, you hold fucking elbow, okay? You 2 hold elbow. This guy, right? You fucking you hold wall run, and that or you this guy whatever. This is front door lab. You fucking hide bottom lab in a corner, which I did pretty much the whole fucking time at the end of AW. You sit bottom lab in a corner and you make sure nobody comes in. They walk in through the front door, you shoot them in the back. Up here, this guy stands on the fucking box, you watch hall, and you watch side door. So basically, they would come in, they would shoot at the top guy, and I would shoot them in the back, and then the rest would go elbow, but we have 2 elbow. I literally drew it out. So I was like, bro, we got to do it. And then for the hanger hill, I was like, listen, this is our setup. One guy holds the hill, all right? One guy watches the main door. This guy sits at the back boxes, or the back barrel, and watches under the hill. And this guy, you play back L, and you just strafe and watch the back. And I literally did it because whoever we played against, we played the map, and we didn't do it. So then we played it again in the next series. I was like, you're all looking at this notebook, and you're looking where I put these little X's. And we rotate, we sit there, and we fucking smoked them. And then I was like, all right. And now the next one, we got the 4th hard point. You see this? We all go back dip, all right? And then we all 3 sit here. One guy sits in maps. I didn't add this, but I said it. We all 3 at the same time. We count it down or something, and we jump up. And the first guy goes far right and sits in the corner. You pull them all out, and the rest of the guys, someone sits on the heady, the other guy jumps up, and you get the guys jumping out, and then we trade fuck them. And I pretty much just drew those because, yeah, we weren't doing it good. And then this. Oh, this was Matt. Where is it? Right here. This is Matt. This is breakout. This is the back tank. Matt's favorite play was to push from the tank and push over to spiral. I put an X right there, and I showed it to Matt. I said, Matt, X means no. You sit there and you don't move. You don't move. And basically, yeah. That's my fucking playbook. Hey, Sarfrez, thank you for subbing Twitch Prime, baby. Thank you, my guy.
Is there no one else? Is there no one else?
All about stealth. Welcome to the Carmen stealth. Thank you, my man. My man.
Is there no one else?
I say, bro, I don't give a fuck if you can't shoot straight.
Is there no one else?
I don't give a flying fuck, mate.